All right. Hey, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rachak Wadash, and double honors unto the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, as well as the men that taught them, and peace and blessings to all you Akim out there who pushing his word with all truth and sincerity, and as well as to all you believers out there who believe on the gospel. And it's the brother Kwara Abad from the Great Millstone Houston camp. And I want to go into a quick lesson. I'm out. It's early right now, but I'm kind of, slowly just riding around the neighborhood trying to warm up my car or whatever. But, while I was doing that, I'm getting a little quick hitters, getting something while, this was on my spirit. And instead of just sitting on it. Hold on, what I text myself? Let me see. So what I text myself is, this is what these people don't understand. Prophecy will come to pass regardless. And that's the thought I had, right? These people don't understand. When I say these people, I'm talking about anybody. It could be anybody. It could be a two-third Israelite, as we would call it. It could be an Israelite in the truth, right? Who don't believe that what the prophets are saying will happen or will happen in our lifetime. For example, the main one is the MOTB, right? But not just Israelites, heathens. You see heathens out there, whether they believe we the Israelites or not, whether they believe we gonna rule next, with that you and whose army mentality. Because they're, you see, and I said it a few times these past few weeks, that these Edomites, when they hear us say we gonna rule next, in their mind, they thinking, how? Y'all can't even get along. Y'all don't have no leaders. Y'all got celebrities and entertainers as leaders. Y'all killing each other. You and whose army? But this what they be forgetting. When Moses and Aaron them came out of Egypt, they ain't have no army. They ain't have no guns. They ain't have, you feel me? Jake was still fussing and fighting, but it was by divine intervention. So again, going back to anybody in general, these people, man, heathens, whatever it is, these atheists, they don't believe it's a God. At the end of the day, what we take comfort in is knowing for sure that these prophecies will come true no matter what. And that's why we so bold in what we saying. We know it's definite, man, and it can't change. Again, we go back and look at the Lord's track record. Look at everything that the Lord said, as he said in Isaiah, 46, 9, and 10, that he created the end and the beginning. And now that we in the end, we look at the beginning. We could look at the beginning now and can clearly see, like, dang, everything that Heavenly Father said was going to happen, it happened. All these empires that was supposed to rule, starting with the Assyrio-Babylonian Empire, all the way down from what the Lord said it was, that actually took place. And the Lord named names. These things happen, man. So it's clear that what's to come in our time or in the future, it must be. It must be. And nobody could change that. Nobody could stop the Lord from destroying America. Nobody could call that off. You see, nobody could stop missiles from being shot up in World War III. It must be. It must be, man. You see, and this ain't gonna be a long lesson. I'm just kind of getting off thoughts. That's why I said earlier, it might be a little quick here, just getting off some thoughts. But that's the confidence that we should walk with, man. Again, not confidence in ourselves. Not saying you shouldn't have confidence in yourself. And you should walk, having this truth that should, make you walk with, put a little pep in your step, man. You see, because this truth brings us higher than these people in the world. Not saying in pride. What I'm saying, just the standard that we live by. Feel good, man, that the Lord called you. Feel good that you have been brought back to our heritage. In Deuteronomy, the 4th chapter, it says that us keeping the ways of the Lord, that was going to be our separation from these people, right? Feel good that you came back to that right now in the age to where nobody following or serving the Lord, man. You see? But going back to the point that, look, these things must happen. Everything we saying got to come to pass. Let me get a precept. This is Isaiah chapter 55. This is Isaiah 55, and I'm going to start at verse 10. Isaiah 55 and 10. You know what? I'm going to start at 8. It says, it's the Heavenly Father speaking. He says, for my thoughts are not your thoughts, neither are your ways my ways, saith the Lord. And that's what a lot of people don't get. that the Lord don't think like you. He don't think like an American. He don't think like, like a nigga in Idaho or something. He don't think like that, man. He ain't have to go to school and be taught. The Lord don't think like us. So when we bring out the Lord's will, what his plans are, that's why people can't get it, man. It says, for my thoughts are not your thoughts, neither are your ways my ways, said the Lord. For as the heavens are higher than the earth, so are my ways higher than yours, and my thoughts than your thoughts. Now, that's the point. For as the rain, now the Lord about to paint a picture first before he make his point. Because he go paint the picture in verse 10. And in verse 11, we're going to get why he said that. There's Isaiah 55:10. It says, for as the rain cometh down, and the snow from heaven, and return not thither. Right? Now we know when rain come down, snow is just frozen water. That's it. So eventually it's going to melt when it hit the ground, talking about snow. So when water come from the sky like rain, it says, it return not thither. Meaning what? I never seen a raindrop that was like a boomerang. It came down and then it hit the ground and went back up, or like a bouncy ball. It came down and went shot back up. That don't happen. So the Lord paint the picture. But when it do come down, it says, for as the rain cometh down, and the snow from heaven, and returneth not thither, but watereth the earth, and maketh it bring forth and bud, that it may give seed to the sower and bread to the eater. So the Lord said, just like water come down and it don't bounce back up, but when it comes down, it gets into the soil and it do what it's supposed to do and produce. It brings things forth. So the point the Lord said that is because verse 11, he says, well, so shall my word be that goeth forth out of my mouth. His word is the same. Just like that water, when it drop, it don't go back. When the Lord word is spoken, it must happen. And right now, the prophets are speaking everything in the book, man, that's left. And I don't think people realize that. We don't have many prophecies left. And starting with the apostles, the elders, the bishops, the bishops, the elders, and brothers who teach the likewise doctrine. Bro, the Lord been having us push everything that's left in the scriptures. The MOTB, World War III, Esau being exposed. We waking up as a people, the chariots here. You see? Jacob's trouble, everything is ready, set, go. So if the prophets are out speaking it, which is the Lord's words, guess what got to happen? It ain't going to go back. It ain't going to be void. It must be. So if we speaking these things, it got to happen, man. We not worried about what these people say. That the Bible have to be fulfilled. Yahweh Shai said it. Heaven and earth shall not pass until all be fulfilled. All have to be fulfilled. Nobody can put this off. Esau can't put this off and prolong his kingdom. Remember, according to Job, it says that Esau and these heathens have bounds that they can't pass, man. Mainly Esau, the wicked, that he have bounds he can't pass. Meaning what? The Lord have a year, a month, a week, a day, an hour, a minute, and a second, down to when he go send his son. And all these heathens go fall as a day that, as it said in Luke 21, that the time of the Gentiles, roughly paraphrasing, will be fulfilled. All this have to happen is the point. And I hope I ain't everywhere, but I'm just kind of getting out points of things, or precepts, not precepts, but prophecies of things that have to happen and nobody can turn it back. So let's finish this. I'm going to read them together. Isaiah 55:10. It says, for as the rain cometh down and the snow from heaven, and return not thither, but watereth the earth, and maketh it bring forth and bud, that it may give seed to the sower and bread to the eater. Well, so shall my word be that goeth forth out of my mouth. It shall not return unto me void, but, check this out, but it shall accomplish that which I please, and it shall prosper in the thing whereunto I sent it. So what the Lord said, as long as his word being spoken, it's going to happen. It's going to for sure happen, man. And that's what we take comfort in, knowing it's going to be fulfilled. Knowing we ain't gonna be in captivity forever, paying bills and all changes and all that, man. Let me get I just had something came into mind. Oh, let me get this in Judith. This is the book of Judith, chapter 5. And this is impromptu, so I'm just kind of rolling with the spirit. Hey, literally and spiritually, because I'm just in the parking lot of my neighborhood, just rolling, let my car heat up. It's heated up, but I'm just get this lesson in before I go. But it's Judith chapter 9, right? Not 5. Judith chapter 9. This Judith 9 and verse 5, hitting on the prophecies, how these things must be. Now, this Judith speaking of the Heavenly Father. As we quoted Isaiah 46, 9 and 10 earlier, she's saying the same thing, how the Lord created everything that's been since the beginning. Matter of fact, look, I'm going to just pull over. I'm going to just turn my car off to heat it up. No. Right? Now, check this out. Going into the prophecies. The point is, they ready, set, go. And nobody can stop or change that, man. This This Judith chapter 9 and verse 5. It says, for thou, talking about the Heavenly Father, for thou hast wrought not only those things, but also the things which fell out before and which ensued after. Thou hast thought upon the things which are now and which are to come. Talking about the prophecies, right? Check this out. It says, yeah, what things thou didst determine were ready at hand. All the prophecies are ready. We don't care if an atheist, as we at camp, if an atheist walk by and say, I don't believe in God. Okay, just because because you don't believe in God or believe in the Bible, what we saying, will that stop World War III from happening? No. You see, if an atheist come by and say, well, I don't believe in a sky daddy, as they like to say, will that actually stop Yahweh Shai? Just because they don't believe, will that stop Yahweh Shai from coming? No, man, it gotta be. It gotta happen. Matter of fact, I'm gonna get one real quick. Romans 3 and 3. It says, for what if some did not believe? It says, for what if some did not believe, shall their unbelief, right? Just because they don't believe, it says, shall their unbelief make the faith. It says, for their unbelief, let me start it over. Romans 3 and 3. For what if some did not believe, shall their unbelief make the faith of the Most High without effect? God forbid. So no, it's not going to change nothing just because you don't like it. It don't sound right to you, a person on earth. It don't sound right to you. So that means it's not going to happen, right? See, and that's another thing these people in this world, man, they so focus on themselves. They don't see the bigger picture of what's going on outside of their life. Right? That they don't I don't think these people, especially in America, they don't get that you're not important. You're not important. I don't care if you got over 1 million followers on Instagram with a blue check. You're not important. The Lord's will that's going to be done. This is what's important, man. And see, people, when I'm bringing up them, caring about themselves is because when these things come to pass, or as they happening, as the system getting built around us, the digital system, as the prophecies are getting built up, to be fulfilled, people don't realize it because they so self-centered, man. They caught up in this world and what they got going on. That's why they can't believe it. And they just so I don't want to say brainwashed, but brain dirty. They brain dirty from everything that this world have taught them. So when they hear some pure truth, they can't get it, man. It says, God forbid, yeah, let the Most High be true, but every man a liar, as it is written, that thou mightest be justified in thy sins and mightest overcome when thou art judged. So the ones who speaking it, we gonna have the last laugh, Lord willing, because guess what? What we saying gonna actually come to pass, whether they believe it or not. Let's finish it up. Back in Judith chapter 9 and verse 6. Yeah, what things, talking about the prophecies? Yeah, what things thou didst determine were ready at hand, and said, lo, we are here. The prophecies here. For all thy ways are prepared, and thy judgments are in thy foreknowledge. Let me get one more and I end it. On 2nd Ezra 16. How it says, nobody could turn away these plagues, man. This 2nd Ezra chapter 16 and verse 8. It says, the mighty Lord Yahweh, Bahashim Yahweh Shai, sendeth the plagues, and who is he that can drive them away? Let me guess. Yuval Noah Harari? He gonna be the one. AI. Right? And I ain't talking about Allen Iverson. AI gonna be the one. Come on, man. Elon Musk, he gonna be the one to turn away the wrath of the Lord. He gonna stop the Lord, right? Finally, we found somebody who could box against the Heavenly Father, huh? None of what these people talk about, man, come on, they don't got it. They don't know. It says, and who is he that can drive them away? A fire shall go forth from his wrath, and who is he that may quench it? He shall cast lightnings, and who shall not fear? And he shall thunder, and who shall not be afraid? The Lord shall threaten, and who shall not be utterly beaten to powder at his presence? It says, verse 13, for strong is his right hand that bendeth the bow. His arrows that he shooteth are sharp. And it's the last plague, talking about those missiles. It says, and shall not miss when they begin to be shot into the ends of the world. And it says, behold, the plagues are sent and shall not return again. Just like that water, right? Just like that water. Just like that water. Once the Lord's word is said, these plagues going to be sent and it ain't going to be put off. Behold, the plagues are sent and shall not return again until they come upon the earth. The fire is kindled and shall not be put out till it consume the foundation of the earth. And I'm going to end it off with this one. Like as an arrow which is shot of a mighty archer returneth not thither. Right? It says, like Salaki, like as an arrow which is shot of a mighty archer returneth not backward, even so the plagues that shall be sent upon the earth shall not return again. Come on, man. So look, everything the Lord said is going to happen. It's going to happen, man. And we at the end of the world. Nobody can stop the end of the world from being the end of the world. You see, but I'm going to end it right there. Lord willing, this lesson is edifying. Hey, man, have confidence in the Lord's word being true. In a world where everything is false, fake, you got literally artificial intelligence running the world. Truth gonna seem as it's the false thing, like it says, what's the saying? I'm gonna end it. Truth is stranger than fiction. Let me see. Truth is stranger, and I'm gonna end it. Truth is AI overview. See, AI running the world. It says truth is stranger than fiction is an expression that means real events are sometimes more surprising than fictional ones. It is used to describe situations that are unexpected or hard to believe. That is, man. And that's this truth in this world. But I'm in it right there, Lord willing. This lesson was edifying. I want to give all praise to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Chakwadash. And with that, Shalom.